For the love card, we are going to need two colors, blue and red. We are going to do this really simply with starting with red for the L, and then we're going to slowly add some blue into each subsequent letter so that we end up with a really nice purple E. So all you need is your palette with two colors, red and blue, which we're going to dilute. We've got 2 jugs of clean water. I'm using my pointed round brush, size 6, dip in water, and I'm going to dilute my colors on the palette. Now we are going to need a quite thick paint for this because it's opaque. So we don't want it to be too diluted. So I'm starting with the red, and then I'm going to dilute the blue with a really clean brush. Make sure we don't make purple just yet. And I'll do it on this side here. There's some water on my palette already, so it's quite diluted. Right, so I've got my blue, I've got my red, and all we're going to do is to trace within the letters. So this brush is quite useful because it's got a nice pointy end and it's going to fit in perfectly in the little thinner parts here. So dip your brush in water, tap it on the side to remove the excess water on it. So the consistency of the paint needs to be quite thick, like so. And we're going to run our brush in it, and we're going to grab some paint and we're going to paint our L. Now if it is too liquid or too wet, just pat it dry on your tissue paper and just grab more paint. Don't add any more water. And all we're doing is we're filling our L. So make sure you breathe when you're tracing you're filling your letter. And don't worry if it's not perfect line, you can always work on it again, sort of readjust it. Just focus on your brush. So you can see I'm holding my brush halfway up the metal part. So I've got good control of it. And it's quite liquid, you can see it's darker in parts, so I'm just going to spread the paint evenly and pat it on the side there so that I have a nice even red. This red I'm using is called Crimson Red. It's quite dark, sort of cherry colour. You may use a slightly lighter, a more pink version. You may use magenta or rose. They all work really well for this project. So I've made the middle here really nice and even. And I'm going to turn my card and I'm going to do the sides. So I will do the top part first with the point of my brush. You notice that I haven't dipped my brush in the paint on the palette again because there's plenty of pigment on it, and it should be enough for most of the letter. There you are. Now I'm going to dip it again because what we're going to do is we're going to try to break the line at the bottom here. We don't want a sharp line, so we're going to reactivate in a way the watercolour and blend it in like this. And we're doing the base of the L. There we go. And then we're going to do a little curve here. So gentle press. Don't press too hard with your brush. Be gentle, you know, like you're stroking a feather or a cat. And then turn my brush back on like this to make sure I get a nice straight line. Now remember that we are going in the second phase of this painting. We're going to go over with a golden gel pen, so you will be able to cover any little areas that you feel are not quite perfect. You'll be able to cover them with leaves or little dots or flowers. So don't worry if your lines aren't perfect. So there we are, I've got the L, and now we're going to move on to the O. So for this, on your palette, well, my paints have already started to mix here. So I'm going to add a bit of blue. So Should have done this at the start actually. Here on your cartridge paper, you can see I've got my cartridge paper here. Always have cartridge paper to check my colors. So this is my initial color, which is the red. And now we're going to add some blue. So tap it on the, rinse your brush, tap it on the side. And we're starting to introduce blue into our color. So now you can see it's gone a little bit more purple. So I don't want it to be too purple because I need to leave another step for the V. So maybe add some more red there. That's a bit better. So you can see it's a step up from the first initial red. We've got a bit more blue in here. Right, so let's start to do the O. Paper. And remember, you can turn your card to allow for ease. It's not easy to trace an O. There's a big difference between doing your own cards and the cards you see online or all over the internet, which are hand painted and sold as hand painted cards, because actually they are all they're all uploaded on the computer and then made to look perfect and then printed on the card. So although they're initially hand painted, they've all been adjusted to look perfect. So when you do your own cards, it will never look the same as the cards you buy in the shop. Even though they say they're hand painted, it's not quite the same because they're mass produced. So they are retouched and they are computerized at some point. I just say this so that you don't feel like your work isn't perfect or isn't quite what you thought it would look like. Everybody's work is different, and we're all going to get a slightly different outcome. So and that's the good thing, is that everyone's work is unique. Right, so now what I'm going to do is, because it's quite wet again, I am going to spread my paint evenly so that we don't have little water marks afterwards when it dries. Now the base of my O isn't perfect, hey ho. So there. Right, so that's my O. So we're going to continue. My brush is quite wet, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to add some more blue, and now we're moving on to a darker purple. So that will be for the V. So I still want it to be relatively red, but you can see I'm not adding any water because it's quite liquid here. And so we're going to do our V. So a good thing to practice on your cartridge paper, if you want beforehand, it's too late now, but is to practice doing long brush strokes in one go and see how that feels and how your brush feels on the paper, because it really helps to do some warm up and practice beforehand. I always find it very useful, and that's why there is always a little warm up with the tutorials. So we're doing the main part, and then the slightly smaller part here, the leg that goes up, the thinner one. Spreading my paint, and then I'm going to paint in the two sides there, the top, the hat, I don't know what you call this. Okay, so we've got our V, and now we're going to add a lot more blue to make it really nice and deep, dark purple, almost blue, and we'll paint the E. If your paint is too wet, just add some more pigment from your little pile of paint, because it helps with the opacity of your paint. There. And this is like a nice bluey purple, almost like a blueberry. Now, depending on which red you're using, your purples will have different undertones. It might be more cold, more cool colors, or warmer, depending on if you're using a warmer red. So, you know, something to try out on your cartridge paper as well. And if you've got several reds at home, you can also mix them. That's another option. So all different things you can try out. So the trick now, when you do this, when you add the little branches afterwards, you must then remember to blend it in so that it doesn't create a dark mark underneath when it dries, basically. And there we have our 4 letters, and we're going to let this dry now, because we can't use the gel pen until this is fully dry. So it'll probably take about 15-20 minutes to dry. If you want to use a hairdryer, you can, but I like to leave it to dry naturally, because it buckles less than if you did so. So for the second part of this tutorial, you will need a golden gel pen, or any gel pen, to be honest. We've included a golden one, and just some imagination. So I've shown you in the warm-up what kind of patterns you can do, but depending on how you've traced your letters and how well, or if you've had any little bumps on your letters, you might want to place your flower in different parts. So I'm going to start with the letter L, and I will just create some little flowers, leaves on the paper. Right, so I just moved my camera to make sure that you can see how this is going, but basically it's really simple. You just sort of place your leaves, and the one thing that I have done on both cards is I've added a golden line along the inside of each letter. So if you trace a parallel line to your painting, to the vertical line on your letters, and just fill it in, and that's all I've done. It's just to give your letter a kind of a 3D effect. Right, so we've done that part, and now we can just put our leaves and our flowers wherever we want. So, you know, just be free, and you can follow the pattern I've given you, or you can really create your own. And it's lovely because you can see the gold leaf, the gold gel pen really stands out on the red paint. So yeah, just have some fun. And I've put a flower here. My flowers, I've got 2 double petals, just to add some dramatic sort of effect like that. Well, maybe not dramatic, but you know. And then I've got some leaf here, sort of going over the curve of the O. Got another flower here. But that's my interpretation. You can do your own version, and don't forget to share that with us. So I'll leave you to be creative, and I'll just finish my card with you like so. And here you have your card with the letter love finished, and this is the small version, so you have the outline for this. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It's really simple, but it looks absolutely lovely, and that you find somebody to send these lovely cards to. Thanks for watching.